I'm sorry I'm rambling through this, but this is what someone wanted to see, so you're welcome. Hi, so I was going to make a video, well, I have made a video on somewhat unpopular opinions, but I thought that I got a request to do a video, and I've never been requested to do a video, so hell yes. So basically I was asked to make a video about what's in my Lush training book. So I'm just going to go through the book and tell you about what you're going to learn in Lush training. So if you are, starting a job at Lush, or a temp job, I know everyone's looking for temps now, and you're worried about what you're going to learn, or you don't know anything about Lush and you want to get a job there, so you're thinking about what's the training, how in-depth is the training, or maybe you know everything about Lush, maybe you're just interested in Lush, or maybe you just want to stare at this beautiful jumper. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to go through this book. So, this is my revision book. So, you have 3 days of training at Lush, full day, all paid. You get so much money for those 3 days, it's great. Especially when you've never had a job before. So, this is my pretty beautiful notebook. So the first page is Ethics and Values. So, basically, everyone kind of already, I think I've got hair on my face. Everyone kind of knows about the ethics of Lush anyway. They basically just go through how they don't test on animals, they're 100% vegetarian and around 8% vegan. And then it goes a little bit deeper, so you've got Sustainable Lush, which is a slush fund, which is what charity pot and stuff goes to. And that is basically, they share out the money between the different supplies they get for the products and different charities that they help, and just it's like a little charity pot. Hence the charity part. And you learn about all this different stuff that they do at these. So you learn about permaculture, which is a new type of farming, which is more sustainable. And basically, they just go really into depth and they tell you about a few of the different charities that they work for. They talk about where they get all the ingredients. And that is kind of an in-depth thing, but it's kind of easy to learn. So that's something to worry about. Next, okay, what's this? Oh gosh, I don't even know. So this is just like a little unorganised page, and I've got rosewood. Oh, okay, no, I get it. So these are some ingredients and where they come from. So we've got like aloe vera, you get from Kenya, shea butter from Ghana, frankincense from Somalia, and frankincense is an endangered plant tree. I don't know, how does frankincense grow? And it basically just talks about how they introduce permaculture where frankincense is, so it's sustainable and it doesn't hurt the frankincense plant population. What else? What frankincense smells like. I mean, I'll just hold it up, and if you want to read my terrible handwriting, if you even can, if I'm even close enough. I don't have an autofocusing camera. What's next? Okay, human rights, animal rights. That's pretty straightforward. I mean, don't test animals, be good to animals. Everyone knows Lush's stance on animal welfare and stuff, because that's the main point. Human rights. Basically, the whole thing with the human rights is that they don't go into anything which is regarding religion, politics. What are the others? This is how good training was. But basically, the only person that really needs to worry about that is the person in charge of charity. So you'll have one person in your store which organises all the charity events, and they're really the only one that really needs to know that. If somebody comes in asking for it because they want to get involved in the charity side, you just say, oh, I'll go and get so-and-so who's the who runs all the charity work. So that's not really that important anyway. Here we've got a big thing about consultations. So I've got use open questions, such as when did you last come into Lush and how's your day been and how can I help you. Basically you want to avoid yes and no answers and just be welcoming and be nice. Also compliments, and only a lot of people think that Lush people are suck-ups. No. In training you learn you only ever compliment someone if you genuinely mean it. Don't give out willy-nilly compliments because no one likes to suck up. If you really like someone's hair, tell them you really like someone's hair, but don't just lie, because lying's bad. We had a woman come in the other day and she had the most amazing hair. She had big pin-up curls, And I complimented her first, another staff member complimented her, and then a stranger, another customer complimented her, and everyone was complimenting her. And at the checkout, she was like, I came here like meh, and now I'm leaving like on cloud 9. So genuine compliments always have a bigger effect because they know it's genuine. Just talked about skin type. So at Lush, you don't refer to dry skin or oily skin because skin is skin. You talk about more. It's just basically saying what. Again, if I'm telling you this, you're probably going to go to training anyway. But basically, it's just you say what do you want your product to do, not what is your skin like. Because talking about someone's skin can make them feel like self-conscious. So you talk about what do you want the face mask to do rather than what's wrong with your skin. You know. So we're talking about skincare. So we've got all of like some really good ingredients for skincare. So like kiwi fruit brightens, honey's soothing. And then we've got all of the different face masks, descriptions, what they do, what ingredients they've got in. So in training, they'll pass around, you'll go through every single product. So you'll start with different categories. So the first one here was face masks. So they'll pass around a bowl of every face mask, and you can all smell it. You can also maybe try a little bit on your hand if you want to see what it's like. And they'll talk about that face mask while it's going around. So you do get to touch and feel and smell every single product. So if you've never been into Lush and you're like, I don't even know what the bath bomb smells like, don't worry, because everyone will smell it, so nobody will even know that you don't know what you're talking about because they'll pass it around everyone. You will get to have a full-on talk through of what every single product is, so don't worry about that. Same, and then we've got cleansers here, so all the facial cleansers. And mainly what's in here is literally just all the different products. So we've got grooming, so these are the shaving creams, there's not a lot here. But this is basically the list, how coarse hair and light hair, and then toner waters and what they do. The difference between cold pressed oils and hot pressed oils. All the hair care. So what's this? Oh, about henna. You learn, honestly, I felt like I was at beauty school talking about hair stuff because Mark Constantine is, what's he called? It's in here somewhere. Ugh, I don't know. But he's one of only 7 people in England who have this really prestigious qualification about hair care. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a sciencey name. It's something knowledgeist or something. I don't know. But basically, they tell you really in depth about hair care because that's his specialty. So that's actually a lot of people go to the bath bombs and stuff, but the hair care is amazing because Mark Constantine is a miracle worker with hair care. So the henna makes your hair shiny because it all coats the hair follicles, and with his traditional hair dye goes under the hair follicles and expands, and that's how it holds in. Whereas henna kind of glazes over, and you learn about all that stuff. So that's all the hair care and whatnot. Going through, there's quite a lot about hair care. So you'll go through all the different ingredients. Oh, actually, I was wrong. Actually, not many. To be fair, I didn't really write that much down in training, just because you are passing everything around, and you are smelling everything, you're holding everything in your skin. It's quite easy to absorb even without writing anything. I do advise writing everything down though, because after training, for the week before my first shift, I was just reading through this like a Bible. So I definitely recommend doing that. That's the name of my trainer. For some reason, I don't know why I wrote that down in there. Always write down why you're writing down something, because there's a lot of things in here that doesn't make sense, and it's just there, like random people's names and Lush TV, and I don't know why. Again, more ingredients, banana, it's really good for the skin, it gives texture to hair. So a lot of the ingredients do different things for different things. So I know, for citrus oils example, citrus, it makes the hair shiny and it mattifies skin, so they use them both. And it's easy, you've got to know the difference basically. And they basically just go through, if a customer comes in looking for this, what product's best, if it looks for this, don't go for this. So for example, never offer big shampoo in the pot to somebody with hair like mine, which is coloured, because it will strip hair colour because of all the sea salt and all of the citrus. I think it's even got, does it even have citrus in? I think it's got lemon in, I don't know. You can tell I'm an amazing employee. Please don't fire me if you see this. All the soaps, basically, the soaps are really simple. So it's just Rockstar is very soft and moisturising, good for sensitive skin. Sexy Peel, lemon and orange, Sales Peel for a soft exfoliator. Like, you know, it's pretty simple to go around when you just pass them around, smell them, don't do this. Then there's just like stuff about cutting, like never leave the knife on the side because someone could like go on a rampage and stab everyone, you know. Don't cut under 200 grams, that sort of thing. Like, no, dude, that sounded like I was saying only say, oh, this one's 200 grams. No, so you've got a block that's like 190 grams, you can't cut 100 off because then that's 90 grams wasted. Also, don't be scared about cutting things, because I was really scared about that. But it's not actually that hard. Like, I was really panicky because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to cut 100 grams. But on my first shift, I cut 300 grams in a row. I mean, I've never done that before, and it's still a big deal if a manager cuts like 100 grams. Did I say 100 degrees? What is wrong with me today? But yeah, so I was like, really scared about that, but to be fair, you only need to get into like within 20 degrees and they'll say it's fine. Like, they don't. Everyone thinks that at Lush you purposely overcut. That is not true. It's just really, really goddamn hard to cut 100 like grams. Talk about gifts. What gifts is good for everyone? My camera just cut off. That was shitty. So we've got moisturisers here. Basically what they'll do. I'm sorry I'm rambling through this, but this is what someone wanted to see, so you're welcome. This must be the boring video ever. I'm just training you about Lush. About parties, how much they cost, about all different charities, spa treatments. We didn't even have a spa, but we still learned about the spa treatments to tell people about them and like, oh, go to so-and-so place, they do spas. All the perfumes. I'm still not very good with perfumes. It's something I'm working on. Another thing, which is if you're still unsure about products, is you can try them in the shop. Like, even if you don't know what a bull bar is, just use it in the shop and then you'll know. So much rather you do that. Like, for example, I go in every day and I pick 2 perfumes and I spray one on each wrist and just smell them throughout the day just to get a feel for them. So like, because they always suggest using a product if you're going to talk about it. So like, use as much Lush stuff as you can because you get a really good discount anyway, so it's not going to break the bank. And in training they give you free samples of like everything. Well, not bath bombs and stuff, but actually I think they give you a free couple of bath bombs. I don't remember, it was a while ago. But they give you like all the face creams and stuff, and they give you consultations for what's best for you, because if you use something, it's a lot easier to talk about it. I still have a moisturiser that hasn't run out from my training. It was like a year ago. So perfumes. Okay, so then that was the end of my training. So that was how much I did for the actual training. This is all seasonal training. So this came afterwards, and this was about all of what was coming in at Christmas and Halloween. So basically talking about all the new stuff. Yognog, all the ingredients, and that sort of thing. So that's kind of what's in it, and then this is uni work because I use this for uni as well. So that is what you put in your Lush notebook. I don't know why you wanted to see that, but there you go. That's what you learn in Lush training. Don't be scared if you know nothing about Lush. You will learn it all, and I learn about 200% of what I know on the shop floor. I didn't even really soak in that much from training. I did. I think training is there to get your knowledge up to a point where you're comfortable talking about it, but your knowledge only really gets like really superior on the shop floor. Like, I mean, my product knowledge is a lot better than like most general public. I mean, you do get the occasional lushie that comes in and knows everything, and you just kind of stood there like, I didn't even know that. But like, I am obviously, I know quite a lot more than like the average person coming in, but when I started after training, I was probably on the same level as just like a regular customer. And then being on the shop floor and trying different things out, and your knowledge gets like way better because you just get familiar around it. And don't be afraid to ask about things. Like my first like half a year, to be fair, working, I was just asking the manager constantly, like, what's best for this? What's best for this? What does that do? What does that do? What does that do? And they won't get tired. They understand. And yeah. So that's what you learn. Don't be scared if you're going into training. Definitely do your research though. Don't just kind of like slack it off and think it's easy, because it's not. And your first shift will be nerve-wracking, but don't be too scared. It's fun. I love my job there now. I literally would not give it up for the world. It's like, I don't feel like I'm going into work when I go there. It's just so much fun. And it's only scary if you don't know what you're talking about. But after training, and after being on the shop floor for a few weeks, you will know what you're on about. So don't be scared, even if you've never been in before. It's fine, don't worry. But yeah, that's the end of this very boring video, which I don't know why you wanted to see. But I've done it for you. You're welcome. Thanks for watching if you're watching. Goodbye.